Hi, and welcome to Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational teaching from Evangelical Alliance Ireland. I'm Pastor Michael Donovan from Grace Church in Cork, and I've got a question. Who are you looking for? Who are you looking for? If you look at current culture, or look even at historical culture, people were always looking for a hero. People were always looking for an exemplar. People were always looking for a model through which they would follow and become their true self in some senses. Everyone is looking for someone, but they may not know what they're looking for or who they're looking for. Many people think that they're looking for themselves. It was the culture back in the 1960s in the United States of America. Many movies and films and documentaries have been made about the idea that people were going to go to California to find themselves or to go looking for themselves. It's often been attributed, or it's been said, that all of our desires are leading us to look for someone or looking for something. It was Bruce Marshall, the Scottish writer, who said this very evocative statement in 1945. He said, "The young man who rings the door or rings the bell at the brothel is unconsciously looking for God." Who are you looking for? In all of your desires, in all of the directions of your life, who are you looking for? We, as Christians, obviously believe that we should be looking for and looking to Jesus, looking for Jesus. But perhaps what we're looking for is actually what Jesus is going to do in and through us. We may not always realize who it is that we're looking for. In John's Gospel, chapter 18, the account is told of Jesus' arrest in the Garden of Gethsemane. And Jesus asks that very same question. It records this in 18, 3-8. Now with blazing torches, lanterns, and weapons, they arrived at the olive grove. Jesus fully realized what was going to happen to him, so he stepped forward to meet them. "Who are you looking for?" he asked. "Jesus the Nazarene," they replied. "I am he," Jesus said. Judas, who betrayed him, was standing with them. As Jesus said, "I am he," they all drew back and fell to the ground. And once more he asked them, "Who are you looking for?" And again they replied, "Jesus the Nazarene." "I told you I am he," Jesus said. "And since I am the one you want, let these others go." He did this to fulfill his own statement that I did not lose a single one of those you have given me. We don't know who exactly they thought they were looking for when they came to the olive grove that night to arrest Jesus. They said, "Jesus the Nazarene." But they had no idea of his true and real identity. They had no idea who it was that they had come to arrest in the garden. History has shown us, and through the resurrection of Jesus and his ascension into heaven and the growth of his church and all the time that has passed, has taught us that they were looking for somebody much more significant than they thought they were looking for. And that is interesting, because very often people are looking for something, but in the process, they find God. Whitney Houston, a very famous American musician and singer, sang that amazing song, "The Greatest Love of All." And the suggestion was that the greatest love of all was the love of yourself, that to love yourself was the greatest love of all. That flies in contradiction to what Jesus said, who said the greatest love of all is the love where a man will lay down his life for his friends. The problem is that many people don't know who they're looking for. They're looking for something that will bring them life. They're looking for their own lives. But Jesus said this. He said, "Whoever finds his life will lose it. But whoever loses their life for my sake, for Jesus' sake, will find it. And anyone who welcomes me welcomes you, and anyone who welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me." And he wasn't just referring to martyrdom. He was referring to the loss of the passions in life, our drive in life, our goals in life. He was talking about losing those things in life so as to find Jesus. As I said, back in the 1960s, it was quite common for people to go off and find themselves. But C.S. Lewis, the very famous writer who wrote the book Mere Christianity, said this at the very end of his book, Mere Christianity. He said, "Look for yourself and you will find in the long run only hatred, loneliness, despair, rage, ruin, and decay. But look for Christ and you will find him. And with him, everything else thrown in. The people around you are looking for someone. You are looking for someone, but you know who you're looking for. They may not. So perhaps today you may have a conversation with someone and you can evoke in them a desire to go looking for the true satisfaction of their souls. And whatever we are looking for today, let's look to and to Jesus, because therein is the true life that our hearts long for. Therein is the true identity we all want to take hold of. God bless you. Join us tomorrow for another Take 5, your inspirational message from Evangelical Alliance Ireland.